Welcome on in, everybody. This is Glamour Fairy coming at you for a YouTube video. What? This is insane. I don't do YouTube videos. I stream on Twitch. What is this? I got inspired a little bit and I really wanted to make a witchy inspired speed build. So this is what this video is completely going to be. So I went to Harv's Island. Harv's Island, people kind of say, it's not that great, but for things like this, for like doing a speed build or trying to figure out something that you want to do for your at home on your island, you can go ahead and create something and then like take pictures of it and figure out how you can do that on your island. So here I am in the basement in Harv's Island house. And I just started dropping everything that I saw that I felt would be really good to put together in this room. So witchy inspired because it was just Halloween a few days ago, and I do really love the spooky season, and I feel like I didn't do enough for it. So I really wanted to put something together, and this is just kind of what I did. Again, this is very chaotic here, where I'm just literally going through everything and finding everything that I liked and just dropping it. And this is just kind of how I like to do a lot of builds of any kind. Even if it's not on Harv's Island, if I'm doing this on my own island, I'll go ahead and I'll just drop everything that I have that goes with the theme that I'm trying to go for, and then I move it as I go, since New Horizons has the kind of like the happy home designer-esque movement, where you can go ahead and have the grid and move everything how you want to. I'm very used to New Leaf, where you had to move everything around, because I played New Leaf more before the update with the Welcome Amiibo than I did after. But I also didn't play the game with other people online. It's something that I do tell a lot, quite a bit on Twitch. I tell people how New Leaf, I played it a whole lot differently than everybody else did, because they all had internet and they had friends that they could go ahead and find. Where I lived at the time, I didn't have any internet access to the point where it would be reliable for me to go see other people. Like online and everything. Like I couldn't go to other people's island, or not islands, at that point it was towns, and I didn't know anybody at the time. So it's a different time now. I see people all the time, and with Twitch I get to have all these wonderful friends come over and help me, or I help them, and it's one of those things that I love to do. And this is how I got a lot of my items that I have. So here you can see it is very chaotic. I just literally threw everything that I could, and I found some issues that I had as I was dropping everything. And then I realized that there's a couple of things that I really didn't need, so I just started moving them away, or getting rid of them, removing them. That design that I put on that simple panel is one that I found, and I really liked it. I was trying to find some space um, for a lot of these candles, and I just, there was a lot of things that I realized that I really didn't need in here, so I started removing a lot of things. Then I realized that I didn't add any tables. Like, I didn't have enough tables. I had two, but I wanted more, and I kind of wanted this place for you to sit and have a nice little cup of tea or something, and I really wanted this to be cozy. Also noticed that I didn't add the wallpaper or the flooring yet, just because I wanted the main idea of everything before I even touched a lot of what was going on here. Um, I also kind of wanted um, a stove, and kind of like with a kettle on it, because myself, I do drink a lot of coffee, but when I'm getting into like witchy inspired things, I start drinking more tea, and it's just more fun that way. I did place two kettles there, and I decided between the two kettles that which one looked more witchy inspired than the other. Um, Sorry, there was a noise by my door that was kind of freaky for a minute there. I did, like I said, I did put a lot of candles down, and I realized that I didn't need all those candles. I also have lots of plants because I am not a plant mom, but I so wish I was, because there's just so much that I would absolutely love. I would love to have lots of plants, but plants just don't seem to like me. Um, but a lot of the time, I just, this is just how plants are. Um, so I started moving some more stuff around. I wanted the um, the fortune telling set. I wanted it next to like the cute little design that I had. I really like the idea of having like the umbrella set there right next to like the door. Um, and there was a lot that I wanted in this build, and then I realized that there's a lot that I really didn't need to have in this build. But I did find a lot of the cute stuff that I really liked, things that were more nature-esque and um, more witchy. In the end, I do kind of wish I did add more like more star clocks and more nova lights, and maybe some of the fragments um, from the other signs, or maybe even some uh, sign things, like the Libra balance scales or something like that. Um, but in the end, I really like where I went with everything. I also noticed that there was a lot of the tables that I wanted that we just don't really have. Like I wanted the tea table, but I guess I've never actually crafted it or even had it in my possession, I guess, because I couldn't find it. Um, or I might have skipped it for all I know. I couldn't remember if there was an actual like uh search engine kind of thing in this one. But I also realized that I put a lot of like rocks in here, and I'm like, why would I put a gigantic rock in here? It would be one thing if it was like a crystal of some sort, like if it was like an amethyst or something, but it just didn't make sense if I had literally a random rock in the middle of the whole thing. Then I realized I had a lot of I didn't like the blue candles, and so I went ahead and got rid of those, and then realized that I just didn't really need those candles at all, so I just removed them. But I really liked the monstera and the fan palm and the cypress plants. They were just so pretty, so I started putting them up. Then I went through all of the wallpapers that I had, and I found that this one was the one that worked the best with the vibe that I was going for. And let me tell you, the rosewood flooring, I absolutely adore it so much, but the stone tile just seemed like it made more sense with the aspect that I was looking for. And then I added a bunch of rugs, and let me tell you, I love the rugs. I absolutely love them, and I realized that I had so many rugs in here, and I really didn't need all of these rugs. Um, I did want one that was kind of in the front, because I feel like having a rug in the front just made the most sense. And then but then I realized that I was having issues of where everything was at, and I really wanted this magic circle rug to be underneath the fortune telling set, and so I just decided to put the rug underneath the stove area because it was like a deck. And then I put the moon rug underneath um, the table that we had, so that way it was just kind of like a center point of everything. Then I started moving towards the stuff on the wall, and there was quite a few things that I wanted to add on the wall. I loved the pan set to put next to the stove, and I really liked the broom and dustpan set to be on the wall as well, because especially next to the door, because witches typically put brooms next to their door as a sign of protection um, from either demons or spirits or anything of the like. Also, I really liked all the mobiles that I had because they were more nature-esque, and it worked perfectly for what I was looking at. Also, because we just have November, I have the mushroom wreath, and it was just absolutely perfect to put it right next to the front door as well, and putting the tree branch wreath up top as well, um, to have another sign of protection. Um, and then I started going through all of the outfits that we have, and I really wanted to put them on the wall. I thought that that was a good idea because I didn't want to put everybody in the actual outfits, um, or in some of these outfits. I did put some of the characters in outfits, but the, these outfits I wanted to put on the wall because it was kind of like, hey, these are maybe some of the outfits that you would look at for a stereotypical witch. It was just a lot of fun to put them up there, and I decided to put them kind of like, um, since I had them, uh, I had uh, three hats. There we go. Three hats and two outfits, and I just kind of scattered them in between. And I had them above the bookshelves because I just felt like that was just the best place to put them. Then I realized. Then I remembered that you could actually have characters up, and I was getting really excited. I also had kind of a blank area here, and I just really wanted to fill it just really quick. And then I walked around to make sure how I liked some of the area that I had, and realized I didn't really need that umbrella set, and I really wanted to put that Nova Light there instead, and then moved the Monstera plant as well as the other things in the more to the right. It's not very um, centered, but I didn't want it to be completely centered because most likely you're not going to have things that are actually centered. Then I decided to add all my characters in here. Oh, I decided to change my outfit too because if I'm gonna be in this area, I might as well have my own character as well, dressed up. So I put on a little cute witchy outfit, and I decided to have the um, the mysterious dress on because I felt like it was the most that it made the most sense. I didn't put the star pouch hat on because it was just too bright and it just didn't make sense to me. I grabbed my most uh more magical looking characters, and I put them all on here. I decided that Muffy just didn't look right with something on their head, so I gave her some glasses and then called it good from there and put her in front of the bookshelves here. I decided that I really wanted her to to be looking at the bookshelves and thinking about things. Now Julian, I really wanted him to be in front of like the tea kettle in front of the stove, like he was like cooking or something. Um, but I couldn't find. I realized that when you put something on his head, that it covers his horn, and I really didn't want that to happen. I didn't want him to cover his horn because that's not what we want. I also didn't want to put a mask on him; it just didn't look right. So I put him in the little Magic Academy robe and put him in front of the stove. Now, Drago, I wanted him to kind of look a little snazzy. So I just kind of started putting him into different types of things and put him. I think I decided to put him in the Magic Academy robe as well because it just made the most sense for him. And then I decided that it just looked too cute. I had to put him in one of the little mage's hats because it just looked perfect. It looked just perfect on him. So I put him in front of the fortune telling set and made him think. Um, and then also made Muffy think as well because it just made the most sense for her to be looking at the bookshelves like that, and made Julian nodding at the at what he had been doing, and then made my character pleased. I was very happy with how it looked. So at this point, this is when I started taking pictures of all the areas, and I was very, very pleased. These pictures are what's going to be probably on my either Instagram or on my Twitter. Um, those are in the description below, so you could go ahead and check those out. Um, and yeah, so I want to say thank you to everybody who's been coming out here and is going to my YouTube to check out my content. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more content of just Animal Crossing, I also play lots of Dead by Daylight, and I've been playing some Super Mario Sunshine currently over on Twitch. I do stream about 5 to 6 days a week, where I have lots of fun with the community, and I we hang out and play some Animal Crossing and just be kind of comfy cozy playing those games, or we play Dead by Daylight and we're still kind of comfy cozy when it comes to Dead by Daylight. And then sometimes we can become a little uh, we just kind of go with what everything is on Dead by Daylight, but it is what it is. Um, and yeah, so I appreciate you. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment your favorite part of this video, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Thank you guys so much.